Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your post-game talk. This won't take long. KState loses 73-53 in an absolutely dreadful performance. Coach Tang just said he thought his team was playing hard in the first half, and I don't think that's the right measurement. They didn't score a field goal for almost 10 minutes. I mean, they hit their first field goal with 10:30 left in the first half. That was 3 points. They just fell behind. They couldn't even come close to getting into offense. This conference is relentless, and not just because every game is a test, but also because your flaws get put onto film. This was so clear that Oklahoma saw what Houston did and replicated and did a great job of it. I'm not going to sit here and say K-State lost this game because they played poorly. K-State lost this game because Oklahoma was much better prepared, was much better focused on what they needed to do to win this game. And they came out and they pestered K-State defensively to the point where the Wildcats just couldn't even run offense. They weren't even getting quality shots. They shot 30% for the game. It was just a game of nonsense for this team. Tyler Perry was both awful and awesome. He scores 23 points, but so many times he was trapped or he was dribbling, and the offense wouldn't even try to get the ball into positions on the floor to score until there was just a handful of seconds left on the clock. They've got some serious issues they've got to fix, but how do you do that on the run? He just said on postgame radio they have tomorrow off. They'll practice Thursday, then Friday, and then they go to Stillwater. And this now becomes almost a must-win. They've given back the road win they had at West Virginia and now have a home loss. They need to go get another road win, but I'll say this, Oklahoma State took K-State to overtime here. And that was a sign of trouble, but they won and they got out of that. Kansas Big Monday follows Oklahoma State. K-State's now 4-4 in the conference. They were 4-1. And I don't blame them for losing at Iowa State and Houston. Those are two good teams and really tough environments for a road team to win in. But this was pathetic. There's no other way around it. It's time for some serious soul searching on this team, and the lack of a true point guard continues just to be a nightmare for the team. They can't run offense. They cut down on their turnovers, but they were busy missing shots. They just don't have any kind of structure on offense that seems to put players in a position to score. Meanwhile, they paired it with pretty good defense. I mean, even though they didn't hit a free throw, didn't score their first point until 8+ minutes into the game, they were only down 8-1 at that point. They played good defense. And then just kind of got away from them at the end. They got it to 7 in the second half. And then they just kind of hit the wall. It just took so much to get back, and then it just spiraled from there as Oklahoma went on a 6-point run, opened it back up, and ends up winning by 20. I have nothing constructive to say. I have no great wisdom here. This was one of the worst showings by a K-State team I've seen in a very long time. Better find a way to solve these problems or mask them, because these problems are now on full display for everyone to see. They can't get into offense. They continue to do boneheaded things. Even if it's not ending in turnovers, it's making possessions almost useless. Saturday afternoon, Stillwater, we'll see what they do. It's a huge one.